Oh.
Let me see here.
Okay,
Start recording. All right, let me just make sure everything's good on my side. Looking good.
I'm so excited.
All right. Well, we are too. We are
Yeah.
too, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. And Trent's like, I'm just going to ask Keith the questions, and you can ask the bad questions to Kerwin.
That's
I'm
fine.
Okay.
Todd, that's a great T-shirt. I like.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, ready?
Yes,
Yes, we're ready.
Okay, we're ready. All right, here we go. Hello there, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. This is Todd Hoffman, and
Trent Hoffman.
And you're listening to Big T,
Little T.
a Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 61. Today, we're talking about the 9th episode of Bad Batch Bounty Lost. But we're not doing it alone today because we have Kerwin and Keith from Father and Son Star Wars podcast with us today. Hello. Kerwin and Keith.
Hello.
Hello there. I feel like we
have.
have to say, I think we always have to say hello there because it's just like it's a thing, you know.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan said that.
No,
That's
right.
right.
Yes.
Yes. Hello
that's
there.
right.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, like it's Obi-Wan.
That's absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's I saw you guys on the social media. I'm like, a father and son podcast. That sounds great.
Yes. And it's just the same as us.
Right, exactly. So why don't we just jump? Why don't we just jump right into it? We'll start? I'll ask Kerwin.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. How did you get into Star Wars? Like, where did that start?
All right. Well, my first Star Wars movie I saw was back in 1980. That was The Empire Strikes Back. That was 40 years ago. And I enjoyed it very much. And I was, I saw it out of order. And then in 81, I saw Star Wars. So I saw it backwards. And I loved it. And I could not wait for the ending of the trilogy. So when Return of the Jedi came here in 1983, I've seen so many movies since then. But that day I remember as if it was yesterday. It happened yesterday.
Yeah.
I remember it was a Memorial weekend. We went to Manhattan. Two of my buddies the three of us were from Brooklyn. We took a train to Manhattan to go see the movie at Lowe's Astor Plaza. I know the name of the theater. We waited in line for 2 hours to see the movie, and we just had a blast.
That's awesome.
It's worth it to wait for 2 hours.
It is. Yeah.
Waiting to see a movie for 2 hours. Yeah, but that's what we had to do back then. But
back in the day, you couldn't just order online, just walk in. Get
what if it said like 6 hours later?
Hey, I waited for like Attack of Clones. I waited like 12 hours. So
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for you, it was Empire. Empire is kind of where you started that journey. Okay.
That's
You want to ask?
Yeah.
Well, obviously that's the correct answer.
Okay. Keith. What is your favorite Star Wars story?
Well, what about how he got in Star Wars?
Oh.
Yeah.
How do you get in Star Wars?
So I actually first learned about Star Wars from my dad. He gave me older books for the first 6 movies. I think that was in I want to say 2016.
2015. You're about 4
I think it was
5.
2015.
Yeah.
I still have all of them.
Yeah. So that's how it got started. I was in the store and they had the little golden books.
Yes.
Of the first 6 Star Wars movies, and I showed it to my wife, and I said, Tanya, do you think Keith will be into these? And she said, well, we'll find out. And I gave him the books. He read them. He loved it.
Right.
Nice.
And then I wanted to watch the movie. Here's the funny part, though. We didn't really have a DVD player, so we had to go to Best Buy and buy one.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good purchase right there.
Now because it broke.
Yeah, it's I am glad now TVs have you can just buy movies. They don't have to go all the way to Target.
I know.
That's true.
I know.
Yeah, you could just rent a movie.
Yeah.
You just don't know how good you have it.
Yeah.
Like, how many times do you watch this episode? I don't know, like 15 times. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
If you weren't in front of the TV at like the right time, you'll never see it again. So, but
That's true. That's true.
You'll never know that. So, all right. So, there's only a couple of Star Wars podcasts out there. So, what made you guys decide to take that leap into? All right, I need to do. We want to do a Star Wars podcast.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, mainly it was because my mom, like, she was saying, you should really do a podcast. The both of you love Star Wars. You can bond over it. People need to see this.
Yeah.
Right.
That's really how it started. By the way, my mom is right here behind the camera.
My wife Tanya is the producer of the show.
It's just like right behind it, like
yeah. We won't say the Phantom Menace, but we'll say she's behind the scenes.
That's right. She's behind the scenes.
Right. Yeah.
Strings. But
that's right.
Keith is right. We talk about Star Wars a lot. We have that in common.
We've even done like lunchtime conversations, like back when I did virtual schooling.
Yes.
Lunchtime, we just sit down and talk about the newest episode of The Mandalorian, or our favorite scenes from Star Wars, or like the original trilogy and how we rewatched it and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Theories about what would happen next in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were sitting at the dinner table, and Tanya decided to just record us just talking about Star Wars.
Right.
And she says, listen to you guys. The people want to hear this. People be interested in hearing this.
Right.
And I wasn't really on board with it, but with a little
podcasting. What is this?
Yeah.
So and one day I came into my home and I saw these microphones set up and everything. So I said, okay, well, I guess we're doing a podcast. So,
yeah. All that.
It was a gentle push.
Yes, right. Yeah, but we're so glad because it really opens us up to a community of Star Wars fans. This is something that we love to do. We just talk about Star Wars, and we just don't want to talk about it between the two of us. We want to share it with other people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And a podcast is a great way to, again, share your thoughts, but then other people can hear that, and there's a little interaction there, in social media and that kind of thing. So that's awesome. That's great. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of the same thing with us. We've been talking Star Wars.
Yeah, he started me with the movies first.
Yeah, I started movies. Yeah.
But
I think part of it was like with Mandalorian coming on board, it was like, this is a great opportunity to kind of, it's a first live action Star Wars.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen often. And so let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then with Disney Plus, it makes it easier to see some of this content that, we might not have had an opportunity to.
Sure.
Okay. So, you got you want to ask some questions here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Keith, what is your favorite character?
Oh.
I would have to say Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars. Like, I've read her book at least, 823 times.
No,
maybe 900.
Read it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also listened to the audiobook twice.
Nice.
So
you like it? You like her? Nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
All right. Kerwin, how about you? What is your favorite Star Wars character?
Yeah, I would say Darth Vader. If I just had the original 3 films, the first trilogy, it would still be Darth Vader. But now that I know more about his backstory, and read the comic books that have come out since then, he's just a thrilling villain to root for. If you could say that about a villain.
Is he a villain?
Yeah.
Do you think he's a villain? Okay.
And maybe he's misunderstood.
Not
Right. He was misguided at the beginning.
Yeah, misguided.
What was that game when Darth Vader's in the video game? What was he?
Oh, Force Unleashed.
Yeah, Force Unleashed.
Yeah,
There's the first round ever. You get to be Darth Vader, and you just get to fly Wookiees everywhere.
You're kind of force pushing Wookiees everywhere off of Kashyyyk.
And that's my favorite level of all of them.
Yeah, well, because Darth Vader is pretty
best.
amazing.
Yeah,
he's a bad mamma jamma.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what's your next question? What's your doing favorite things here. Yeah.
Keith, what is your favorite droid?
Ooh.
Favorite droid?
Favorite droid?
I don't. It's close, but I have to say CR8R from the Adventures of Wild Space books.
Ooh, you're gonna have to.
That's a deep cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think I know that droid.
What is it?
Yeah. He's like a mix between C-3PO, R2-D2, and a probe droid.
Right. Now,
Okay.
the Adventures in Wild Space, there are actually children's novels.
Yeah, there's
right?
7
Yeah,
books.
right. Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
We might listen to some.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know that droid.
Right.
Okay.
So we can recommend those books to you if you're interested. Yeah, but there's 7 in the series.
There's also the audio.
Right, and there's also audiobooks. So yeah, if you're interested, yeah, we can send you more information about Adventures in Wild Space.
All right, cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, all right. Kerwin, what's your favorite droid?
It's got to be R2.
R2.
Yes,
Always
that's
come
why.
in the clutch.
It's like he takes his own orders.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like says C-3PO says like don't do that, don't do this, and
R2's like whatever.
yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
Right.
He gets the job done. He gets the job done.
Exactly. He's a very courageous droid. I mean, even though he has someone like C-3PO who is exactly the opposite, he doesn't listen to C-3PO. He does what he needs to do, get the job done. So he's always, if you need someone in the clutch, someone to come out and help you and rescue you, R2D2.
Yeah, it's like
R2D2 is there, right?
yeah,
exactly.
it's basically one is like it's
That's
basically
Remember those episodes?
Yes.
it's basically one is like the scaredy cat and one's like the brave one.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
right. That's
100% true.
He's like,
yeah.
R2 is the brave one.
Yeah. Yeah, C-3PO is a little.
He's not built for wars.
Okay, we got one more favorite thing before we get into Bad Batch.
Okay, Keith, what is your favorite character?
We already said that.
Favorite blaster, lightsaber,
Weapon or something?
Yeah,
weapon. Favorite weapon.
Yeah.
A blue lightsaber. Blue's my favorite.
Luke's or you mean Anakin's lightsaber?
Yeah, like Anakin's lightsaber.
Correct.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
I like the double bladed.
Which one? Darth Maul, the Inquisitors. What do you got?
Like the Darth Maul, but like orange. Like the blades are orange.
Blades are orange.
Yeah, like the light. Like,
Oh, okay.
I've never seen those.
Yeah.
It's in remember Jennifer and Order?
Oh yeah.
You get to choose your own
Yeah.
kyber crystal.
Yeah, kyber crystals. There you go. Kerwin, what's your favorite? You got a favorite weapon?
I would say the blaster. Yeah, I'm a Han Solo guy as well. So just give me a blaster. Yeah.
DL-44.
There you
It
go.
makes it sound that goes.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Love the sounds.
we actually have the
Yeah.
gun of it.
Yeah, we have a Nerf gun. A Nerf gun.
Not
yeah.
a Nerf gun. It's like the
Yeah, we got the Nerf gun.
not the Nerf gun like the yours like when it makes the
Oh, that's the E11.
Oh.
Yeah. Stormtrooper. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's a good weapon. For me, what's yours? You said the orange. You like an orange double lightsaber?
yeah. It's like
I mean,
you get like 2 kills at once. Like
yeah.
you like if you can actually get like if you actually throw it's not like one you just like it
Yeah.
just
It might come back with some bodies or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seismic charge for me, man.
What size recharge? Oh.
Django's Fett's like concussion thing.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be actually.
I might have jumped on the couch when it happened in Mandalorian.
Yeah, you did.
I like squeezed you. I'm like, oh my god.
I love when it just like everything just like you can't hear nothing for a second and
Yeah.
it just like
Yeah.
it takes out it's basically
It's like a guitar. It's like
it's basically the explosions like kind of like a atomic bomb like
kind of, yeah.
It's like very long.
Yeah. All right, how about we get into some Bad Batch?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Bad Batch.
Bad Batch. All right, we're already on the back half of Bad Batch. So we went to the first 8. Now we're on 9, and fortunately we're getting closer to the end. So it's sad, but it's I'm really enjoying the series. So we're gonna talk about Bounty Lost. And official descriptions are not very official. They're very short. It says, the batch embark on a rescue mission. That is the official description of what it is.
It's not even long.
Yeah, but there's there's not a lot of information, but this episode in particular is jam-packed from start to finish. So, just to recap real quick, last episode, they were stuck in an engine and they were in a pickle.
Yes.
Big pickle. And they got out of there. Crosshair kind of turned into Dangar. He's got like all these wraps around him because he got burnt by the engine.
Yeah.
And they got to get out of there.
Yeah.
But what happened? Who showed up? Who showed up?
I forget.
Duros, Cad Bane from the Clone Wars.
I was sure. I knew him, but I forgot. I forgot the name.
Yeah, he's not. He's pretty much the coolest bounty hunter in Clone Wars. He's pretty cool.
No, he Boba's the coolest.
Yeah, but who trained Boba? Who trained Boba?
Yeah. No.
Cad Bane. Cad Bane, a little Aurora Singh. Yeah, he had a little help there. You know.
Yeah.
Cad Bane looked out for him. You know.
I was like.
So now we're in this episode, and then Cad Bane took Omega. That was how it ended.
No.
All right, so it starts off with basically Crosshair just like laying in on them. He's trying to get out. They're trying to get to hyperspace, but Hunter's concerned that they lost Omega, but they got to go.
Yeah, it's like if we get blown up, it doesn't matter anymore.
Well, no, they have to fight another day.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So they bounce.
Yeah.
Pretty good. What do you guys think of this opening scene? Pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It just picking up where the last episode left off. You know, Crosshair has a vendetta against the Bad Batch that he's going to go after them. Hunter's not even thinking about Crosshair at the moment. His mind is on Omega, so he just wants to go and find Omega. So they did the right thing. You know, Tech did the right thing of putting that ship into hyperdrive and getting out of there. So that was the only way that Crosshair could lose them.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Crosshair, are they gonna do like a rescue mission to do Crosshair or something, or like they're just gonna leave him like that? Are they gonna?
Well, the question is like, is he following the inhibitor chip or is he doing it on his own?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, he's working with the clones.
He's working with the Empire though.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yes. We'll see.
So we kind of get into now. They're in hyperspace, Bane and Omega, and we get a little Toto. This is his name, Toto 360. I love Toto. You guys fans of Toto?
Toto's cool.
He's funny.
He's a troublemaker, but he's pretty.
Yeah, it's like he's not as smart, but he's like I don't get him. Like he's funny, but he's not funny at the same time.
Right.
He's like C-3PO.
Yeah, he's kind of
basically.
He's very naive. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what just Keith said.
Right. Exactly. Okay, so Omega is trying to get the skinny on what's going on, and how do you think Cad Bane treats Toto? Like, what's going on there?
Like he probably treats him like bad and good at the same time. He's just like he's not nice to him. Like do you know when when Toto wakes up when he wakes up and he's like she's like right there and he's very mad at him like.
Oh yeah. Well, you're getting ahead, man. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I didn't want to spoil
Keith, how do you think Cad Bane handles Toto there?
He's not very nice to him. He kind of just bosses him around.
Yeah, it's basically he's kind of like basically a bully. Basically, you boss him around.
He's a droid, you know. Awesome. We love our droids in Star Wars.
Yeah, they're always the always saviors sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And the comic relief. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get a little Camino action. So we know that Lama Su is the prime minister, and he basically says, "Get Omega,
Terminator.
Get what you need, and Terminator."
Yeah.
What did you guys think of this?
I was,
Wow.
I was shocked. I actually thought
Yeah.
the Kaminoans are all on the same page, but
Yeah, I
apparently
thought
they're
they'd
not.
care more.
Right.
Yeah,
So
like-
it looks like they each have their own agenda.
I don't think this will turn out well.
Right.
Yeah.
The
Right.
Empire, you got Lamasu, you got
Right.
Nalse. The three of them are clashing.
Well, I mean, they
Yeah.
all have one thing in common. They do want Omega, but for different
reasons.
For different
For
reasons.
different reasons.
Yes.
Yes.
And they're
Right.
going to do different things with her.
Yeah, right. And they want different things
Yeah.
done
Same
too.
idea, but different.
Yeah, I mean, right. It's essentially, but the Caminos, the one thing they know is that the new empire here they're gonna get out of a job real quick.
Right.
But remember they said Omega's kind of like Boba Fett.
Wait, you what?
Yes.
Oh my gosh!
You're kind of
You
skipping
jumped
ahead.
ahead. You jumped ahead. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get there. I know you get excited.
I get too.
Yeah. So we do. I mean, essentially, we find out that she is the genetic clone of Jango Fett and unaltered, similar to Boba.
Mhm.
So we got a Boba Fett name drop in there as well.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So we kind of bounce back. So we get the little conversation with Caminos, then we bounce back to Bane at Bane's ship, and now Omega essentially tricks Toto. So what do you guys think of that? Was she being helpful? Was she being sneaky, or a little bit of both?
Yeah, a little bit of both, because she fixed his leg, deactivated him, and then made a break for it.
Yes. She was just trying to find a comp, like, what store is it? But like, I love how she just helped him and just like, oh, I feel so much better, and just like, kind of knocks him out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Full deactivation. So I mean, she's trying to be in survival. She's still nice, but she got to get out of there.
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
Like if it's like, if it was kind of like Hunter, maybe if he kind of like deactivate him, he just like grabs his knife and just like.
Oh jeez. Kind of like when K2 like takes all the information from that other K2 droid and just like whatever.
Yeah.
So we get to a new planet. We get to this planet's called Bora Vio or Bora. I am horrible at Star Wars names. I'm just gonna call it Bora Vio. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But it kind of looks like it's kind of
Bora Vio.
Camino, but also a little Cloud City. We got like this kind of cool.
That's what I thought.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's Cloud City.
Yeah, but it's different. It looks like the pods of like Camino, but like in the sky.
Yeah, it's just not on water. It's just it's floating.
Floating, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. Keith thought the same thing, that it did look like Cloud City, but it's apparently some type of abandoned Kaminoan facility that was used for other things that I'm sure we'll talk about a little bit later.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, just a little bit.
All right, so we get there. She busts out. She's got her comm link. She reaches the Bad Batch. They're excited. We hear ya. Text like, hey, you got to go to this panel, do all this techie stuff, and she's like, oh, okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, but who shows up here, Kerwin? But who shows up here to foil the plans?
Well, okay, that's Cad Bane, who was able to locate her and bring her back, put shackles on her, and was about to take her to Tan Wee, who was supposed to show up with the money, or with the credits, a suitcase full of credits.
Yeah.
Then there's this blaster fire that we hear, And come to find out, there is another bounty hunter on the scene.
Yeah, and like one of the Caminos is
Tanwi. Rest in peace, Tanwi.
Rest.
I didn't think that's how she was gonna go, but
no, I wasn't expecting that.
She just needs to find her. Well, maybe, why was she coming for?
She was basically the messenger with the credits to give to Cad Bane.
Yeah.
For the exchange of Omega, because they want her back. Remember, the Caminos want her back, get the genetic code, and
Yeah, it's like maybe what do you why do they want Terminator? Like she has all this information. They can just got if they got her and just terminate her.
Yeah, I don't know.
They couldn't have all that information, but if they're we need this information, but we killed Omega. So what's the why do you want Terminator?
I think they just want her code, right? Wouldn't you guys say they just want her code, or
I honestly
what's
don't
the
know.
motive there? Where's the motive there?
Right, I don't know why. Well, we know that they want her DNA because they want to create enhanced clones. Right, so they want to. The Kaminoans basically they want to stay in business. That's all they do. That's what they do for a living. They do cloning for a living. So if their cloning operation shut down, they really have no chance of surviving. So to them, this is a matter of life and death for them. They need to have this business going, and the idea is, because Omega being this replica of Jango Fett, they need to take her DNA and create an enhanced clone army to, because Tarkin, doesn't want a clone army, but the Kaminoans need to convince the Empire that a clone army is best for them, rather than create an army of human stormtroopers. The clone army is going to be more advanced, better equipped, better prepared for any type of battle that the Empire is going to find themselves involved in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the one key point is that Jango Fett's not alive anymore. So,
But wait, where's Boba now?
Well, that's the other thing. I mean, there is technically Boba out there. So, but since they have Omega kind of close to the vest, it's like we might as well go to get Omega.
Yeah. What about at the last? It's at the last, what's it called? Bad Batch. And we see Boba Fett there. That would be that would be so cool. If just Boba Fett was there for the last scene.
Oh, Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I saw him on the cover of the episode 10 promo.
You did?
What?
I didn't watch it, but I saw him.
He was on the cover of 10 promo. Well, this is the first I'm hearing about it. I was about to say that I expect Boba's going to show up eventually. But you're saying that he might be in episode 10?
I may be wrong, though.
Wait a minute. Who do you know? How do you know this information?
Are you watching YouTube or something? Let's see here.
What are your sources?
YouTube? Yes. Hey, look. I don't know.
Hey.
Keith's got sources I don't know about. All right. Well, anyway, Boba Fett's going to show up.
You last name too.
Boba Fett's going to show up eventually at some point.
Yeah. No, I with Cad Bane kind of showing up again, I was like, I can see him being live action in Book of Boba Fett. I would love to see a live action Cad Bane, but
that would be so cool.
Sure.
What about
no.
Cad Bane. Cad Bane's basically a cowboy.
He is Clint Eastwood.
He is.
Yeah, that scene from episode 8 looked like a western.
Yes. Yeah. Dude, can we talk about the fog for a little bit? The little smoke, the fog.
Yeah.
The clouds in the. It looked great.
Yeah, it's basically it looks kind of like a zombie apocalypse. You don't know where the heck it is.
You don't know where.
You can barely see. You just you can just hear the sounds of the zombies. That's it.
Well, there wasn't any zombies, thankfully, in this episode, but well, kinda. So we have another bounty hunter that shows up.
Yeah.
Fennec Shand shows up again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she obviously showed up a couple early episodes earlier when she tried to abduct Omega and the when they were, I forget which planet they were on with Cut. What was that?
Is it the one when like is it called like Escape or something like?
Was it
thing that Fennec Shan? I think it was Pantora.
Yeah, it was Pantora.
Pantora.
Right. Pantora. That's right. See, there you go. There you go. Not Pantera, not Pandora, Pantora. Yeah.
Yeah, not the streaming service.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Pandora.
Yeah,
Yes. Or the Avatar movie.
Yes.
Well, either one. But we get to see Fennec. I thought this was a great fight. Didn't you guys think that? What did you guys think of the fight?
Yeah,
Awesome.
I like the hand-to-hand combat even better than the blaster fire. When they just start throwing each other around and flipping each other around, that was fantastic. Great choreography, and by the way, the art for this entire series is just fantastic. The look of it, is wonderful.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. No, I mean it's like eye candy. That's what I'm saying. I could talk about that smoke all day. I love to smoke, didn't you?
Yeah, it's like.
Well, you said zombies, but you can barely see anything.
Yeah, you can barely see anything.
What do you think about Fennec getting the upper hand there, Trent? What do you think about that?
It was like insane. It was like it's basically boy versus girl.
It was. She took Cad.
Mm-hmm.
This is I kind of see. To me, this is almost kind of like a boxing thing where, we know that Cad is more experienced than Fennec at this point. So, but Fennec kind of won round 1 and 2, kind of,
Yeah, like I love when Cad just like bent her arm like she like I wish Cad Bane just won like I wish he just won maybe if he won he just probably knocked out hard
yeah.
Sent to 20.
Yeah, but she sent him over the railing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was awesome when he went over the rail, and he I don't know what the weapon is called that she used, but it's like balls with a rope, and she wrapped it around so he couldn't move his arms, and then she kicked him over the ledge, and then he ignited his rocket boots, and I didn't the rocket boots, I didn't know he had rocket boots, but
he did.
He had his rocket boots.
We've seen that a little bit in the Clone Wars,
right, and
you see those?
Yeah, and he just blasted himself back up to the ledge, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah.
To the back.
What were you gonna say, Trent?
Those, what's it called? Those they're you spin around. And Cad Bane got kind of caught.
Yeah, I don't know what those are called. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure.
You see those if you watch Pirates of the Caribbean, it fires and it's just
right, with the two, yeah, it's like a ball and chain, yeah. Yep. Okay, so we get Cad Bane kind of gets knocked out essentially because she was holding a thermal detonator. She had a proximity mine thing that kind of knocked Cad out. And now Omega and Fennec kind of have this little thing.
Right.
So what do you guys think about this creepy little section here? What's going on here? What's going on? Keith, what do you think? What's going on here, Keith? What's happening?
Yeah. My best guess is that the Kaminoans are cloning themselves for some reason.
Yeah.
They look like a Kaminoan to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
They did look. They looked deformed. I guess it was an experiment gone wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
But they looked like they were probably cloning something that looked like a Kaminoan, but I couldn't tell.
Or maybe we're just not supposed to think about it. Maybe that was just.
Yeah. It did look very creepy, but it was. But it's understandable that it used to be. Right. It used to be one of their cloning facilities that's now no longer in existence. So maybe. They just have bad experience after bad experiment after bad experiment, and then they said, you know what, all right, we'll just leave them here, and we'll start our clone operation somewhere else.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the Caminos look like kind of like aliens, kind of.
Well, they are alien. Yeah, they're they're typical kind of alien look.
Like a lot of people think Martians are like
gray skin, like a gray skin.
And like face kind of like that kind of.
Yeah, but it was kind of creepy. It was like, okay.
It's like it's basically maybe they're like maybe somebody like they were doing out the operation, like maybe some like guy or girl just started to like clone something and probably use it for later.
Yeah. Well, if we listen to the words of Dexter Jester, remember who he was? He was the four-armed kind of chef that Obi-Wan visits.
Oh yeah, from Attack of the Clones.
Yeah. You can't. He kind of says the Caminos. You can't really trust them. They're a little different, right?
Yeah. They're like basically.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously they're willing to clone their own people and they're willing to experiment. So obviously they're willing to kill a little kid. Which is not cool, just for the genetic code.
That's just messed up.
That's just messed up.
That's just messed up.
So that's right.
It's over the line.
Yeah, it's over the line. We missed one important part before we move on, is that during this firefight, a very important thing happened. They shot the credits.
Right.
And all those credits went into the sky and they were gone. Very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably broke.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Luke's hand. They're floating out there somewhere, and they'll land somewhere.
Someone will find it. Yeah.
Someone will find some credits, and they'll be very happy. Yeah. They'll be very happy.
Okay. Is nobody looking? Okay.
So Omega and Fennec have this conversation, and Fennec's like, I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
The Caminos actually don't want to help you because she's thinking Fennec is like essentially a bad guy. And so she understands that. Omega kind of gets out of there when opens up the clone vat and the dead clone, Camino
like, and it's very sticky, like aliens. Like, do you know, like
Fennec would need to take a shower, I'm thinking.
Yeah, like, or like maybe did he call it different in Star Wars?
If I had to guess, it's called a refresher.
Yeah.
In my reading days, I think they call it a refresher.
Yeah. Like it's like everything's different in Star Wars. It's basically, it's basically real life, but
she definitely needed to change the clothes and a shower after that one. Yeah. So Omega escaped. She's still handcuffed, and now Toto's back. And Toto's trying to get her off the ladder. What do you guys think of this little scene as she's trying to get to the escape pod?
Her handcuffs are still on.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Keith, what do you think about this one?
Yeah, that's when Toto started to become annoying to me. He's just not getting what's happening right now.
Right.
But he's working alongside with Bane, so he's gonna have to do what Bane expects him to do. He's gonna try to stop Omega from escaping. So it's understood. But he was becoming a little annoying.
Yeah, it's just like when that part comes up, he's just very annoying. It's like if I was like escaping from Toto, if my handcuffs were off, I would just try to find a blaster.
Oh my gosh!
Just try to piss him off, like try to hit him or just get him away.
Get him like, hey, get out of here!
Yeah, get the
heck out of here, man! Yeah. So she does get in the escape pod, but Toto does rip off some kind of panel, which is somewhat important or something. And
not important.
Well, there was a little misty stuff coming out of it. I'm sure it's important. When air travel, you need everything tip-top shape. So the escape pod is not really doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's kind of having some problems.
Yeah. Then
who shows up?
A record.
Oh, Bad Batch. We got the Bad Batch here.
Yeah,
right.
But we see Fennec going off and what's his name?
Cad Bane.
Cad Bane is just still there looking, and he's just very mad.
Here's round 2. Fennec like gets the upper hand and like disables his ship, which I thought was equally impressive.
Yeah, what about if next time he kind of ruins her ship, like tries to find her and just throws like probably thermal detonators in there, like apply them everywhere.
Or you know,
hey Trent, you know I want you on my team.
He's always thinking about these things, like throw a couple thermal detonators in there, or blow this. Oh my god!
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
So this is a cool part. So there was a little interlude too where we basically get explained. Tech kind of figures out why Omega's so important to them and why everyone's after her. So now the whole team knows the big secret, you know. Luckily, she's not a clone of Palpatine. There was a thing going on the internet. I'm like, no more cloning Palpatine. We're good there. So we know that's Boba Fett. But they do rescue her, and we have a really cool conversation here. What did you think of this conversation between Hunter and Omega?
Right. The conversation was basically that Omega did not want to go back to Kamino, and Hunter assured her, he promised her that she is never going to go back to Kamino, because once he explained to her their purpose, you know, what they want to do with her, you know, there's no reason for her to go back. She's not safe there. So he's going to do everything he can to make sure that the Kaminoans do not find her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, is there any more movies of Star Wars, or is that it?
Are there any more movies of Star Wars, or that's it? Well, there's new movies coming out eventually, yeah, but right now it's like on TV right now.
Yeah.
So, we're going to get a movie eventually.
They're kind of in the TV phase.
Yeah. They're doing very well with TV,
Yeah.
I'm just still
it's definitely not the Dark Ages, because we're definitely getting cool content. Yeah.
I'm just like the movies, like in the Clone Wars, like, and the new ones, like they haven't shown Kamino. Like, like what's happening to Kamino? Like, is it destroyed, or is it still in good shape, or it's like the clone?
We might actually find out here. Yeah, we might find out here.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that. We know that the clones are eventually replaced by stormtroopers anyway.
Yes.
So to me, that means Kamino is probably extinct, you know.
Yeah, or shut down.
Yeah, or shut down, you know, because they didn't succeed in recreating this clone army, and the Empire decided to go in a different direction and use humans for stormtroopers. So I really think that just put the Kaminoans out of business.
Yeah.
Like,
or they were put out permanently by the Empire.
Right, exactly, right. Or,
kind of where I'm leaning towards. I'm like, I don't.
If like everything's like there's no Caminos.
Yeah.
And there's just like, and there's like do you know those like the clones? They're just like they're still in their pods. Like they're still in their pods.
And we know. Again, our good friend Mr. Snoke and Papa P were cloning it up.
Yeah,
so
we call that Emperor Papa P.
Yeah, around here we call Emperor Palpatine Papa P. Yeah, he's our Papa P.
Yeah, Palps, Papa P. I know. No.
right, exactly. So, all right, guys. So, Keith, where do you think this is going? What's happening? You already said Boba Fett showing up in episode 10. What's happening after this episode?
What else are you keeping from me?
He's like,
what do you think is going to happen next?
Not sure.
Okay.
But hopefully we'll see Fennec Shand again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we'll see her for just more than 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
I agree. Yeah.
Like Fennec Shand in like the Clone Wars, she dies like when she gets hit by Jango. Who's that?
What?
Fennec Shand is still living.
Oh.
Yeah. She's with Boba in Mandalorian.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she got shot, but now she's got like robot parts in her.
Yeah, like
that's what you do, you know. Yeah, she's back. She's back. So you don't really know, Keith. You don't. What's something you want to see? Is Ahsoka showing up? Is Ahsoka showing up? What's going on here?
I don't know, but I definitely like to see like if Omega can use the Force. That's really what I'm hoping for.
Yeah,
the show or sometime soon. I'm really hoping to see if Omega's Force sensitive or not.
Yeah, if like, what about like is like when the Jedi's come in, like try how try to teach her how to use the Force.
Well, remember at this point,
yeah,
there's not a lot of Jedi,
but there's still some out there.
Yep.
There's Obi-Wan at this time.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, Obi-Wan,
and Luke.
And Ahsoka.
He's not a Jedi yet.
Right.
He was just
Yeah, there's like all different kinds of ones, but there's not that many left.
No, they did a number on them. Yeah. Because like I definitely they're leaning towards that. Keith, that you mentioned that is like they're leaning towards that because she was kind of like she could sense how people were, and she could sense like they were sad or like more of an emotional thing than a normal kid would do, I think. And so I kind of like that idea. I think that's where a lot of people are like, oh, she looks like Palpatine. She's clone of Palpatine or something like that. But
why does a lot of people say, oh, it's Palpatine?
Because Palpatine's got his hands on everything.
Yeah, it's like they're like the most what's his name? Oh, it's he's like there's two slimiest, Palpatine and
Tarkin.
Tarkin's
a slime ball. He's the slimiest of the sliminess.
He's very clever, and he tries to play you.
Yes, exactly.
Tries to play you.
Did you see what he did to Krennic? I mean, he just stole the Death Star from him. Karen, where do you see this going? What would you like to see how this goes?
Sure. Well, we were just talking about the final scene where Hunter and Omega is telling. Omega says, "I'm not going back to Kamino." Hunter says, "Well, I promise you won't go back to Kamino." Oh, I'm here to tell you that promises are made to be broken, and I do think that unfortunately that Omega will be back in Kamino either by force or she may willingly go back to Kamino. So I'm really I honestly don't think things will go well for many of the Bad Batch. But I do see, I do see that they're going to need help, and that we will see Rex again, and Rex is going to bring Ahsoka with him, and they're really going to need to create the rebellion. Like this will be the seeds of the rebellion coming, and they're going to have to recruit some more people on their side in order to fight with the Empire. So I think that's what's going to happen.
But maybe not, or maybe yes.
Maybe not, maybe yes.
Yeah, but maybe if when Rex gets Ahsoka, are you gonna get her back or not?
Well, do you guys think the informant with the Martez sisters was that Rex or was that Ahsoka? You think that was just Rex?
That was Rex, right?
You think it was Rex? Okay. I think it was Rex. Okay.
Well, you thought it was Rex?
Yeah, originally? It was either Rex or Ahsoka.
Right. I was leaning towards Ahsoka, but wherever Rex is, Ahsoka can't be far behind. So I really believe that Ahsoka's going to show up, and they're going to need help. And a Jedi would come in handy at this point if they're going to have any type of, if they're going to try to defeat the Empire, any way they can, the best they can. They're going to need help. Yeah.
Keith, what's Ahsoka's other code name? What's her code name?
Fulcrum.
There you go. That's right. Maybe we'll see a little Fulcrum action kind of develop here. It's around the same time, so I think that would be kind of cool.
Well, Rebels takes place if I'm not wrong, 15 years after this.
This will really? Is it that long?
I
Later?
think.
Okay, all right.
I may or may not be wrong.
Right.
But Revenge of the Sith took place in 19 BBY before the Battle of Yavin.
Right.
Okay.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, that would be kind of cool if that happened. Right, so it is a little bit more in the future. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, I again, it's personally for me, I think they got to ditch the clone armor. They got to get more. They can't be sticking out. I think they stick out too much, So
that's a good point. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean,
yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's just every week. It's it's 16 episodes, I believe, but
right.
And I'm okay with that they're just giving us a little bit each week, but it's still leading up to something. At this point, you still don't know which way it's going to go, what direction it's going to go. But again, I do believe that, the rebellion, we'll see the seeds of rebellion forming, and maybe the Bad Batch will play a part of that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should fight Keith and Kerwin. Maybe I want to do this again.
Okay, we'll do it again. Maybe we'll come.
You.
Yeah. Maybe we'll come back at the end of Bad Batch, and we'll have like a recap and be like, okay, did we get anything right? Yeah, did we get anything right? Did we get any? Did we get something right?
Yeah, that'll be funny if we can do it more often.
Sure. Yeah. Cool. Well, guys, it has been fun talking a little Bad Batch and some Star Wars with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Where can people find you on the socials? Where are you guys at?
Well, if you'd like to listen to us, we're on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Stitcher, Radio Public, Amazon Music, Spotify. I said Audible already.
Yes.
So yes.
Radio Public, Amazon, Audible, Spotify, Google Podcasts. And Apple Podcasts, yes.
And Stitcher.
Right. And we are also on Facebook. You can like us on Facebook at Father and Son, a Star Wars podcast.
Also, search for us on Instagram. You can follow us at KT Yard Podcast, all lowercase, no spaces.
There you go.
And we also
Keith, you've done this before.
Yeah, many times. I do the outros.
And we're also on YouTube.
We're
also on YouTube. Please find us on YouTube at Father and Son of Star Wars Podcast.
Right.
All right, there you go.
And we're actually on what's it called? Twitch.
We're on Twitch, yeah.
Yeah, we're on YouTube too.
You're on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah. If you want to find us if you want to find us, it's Big T Little T always. Big T and Little T.
Always? Yeah, so we're on Instagram, Big T Little T Podcast, Twitter, BLILT Podcast, and yes, we're on twitch.tv, Big T Little T. And the YouTubes and we're on Facebook.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Mm-hmm. We're all there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's good because that's how I found you guys. So I'm super excited. That's the best thing about social media. It's just connecting and stuff like that. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
And can I say one more thing before we go?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that I have this right. But Trent, are you into stop motion animation?
Yeah.
Really?
So am I. I shoot stop motion all the time.
Nice.
I just shot a 30-second piece of stop motion this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shot one a couple weeks ago. We have to add sound, so we did.
Yeah, we're gonna still do more. There's gonna be
He's like, we're gonna make 36 episodes. I'm like, okay, You know how many pictures? Pictures we're gonna have to take. But we did a little bit with. We like dinosaurs, so we did like a little Jurassic kind of world kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have to add sound. We're working on that.
I feel like I want to do 6-inch.
6-inch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just want to do stop motion.
Yeah.
Animation.
What Keith, what did you record this weekend?
It's like this little Marvel piece. It's a fight scene. I even added some music to it.
Yes.
What?
He's also into Lego, so he uses his Lego models as stop motion animation.
Yeah. We are also into Legos. Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, come on, Legos,
Yes.
come on, yes. And so that's where I almost started. I was like, hey, could you do? Maybe we should do some Legos. And he's like, I want to go big. So that's where we kind of landed with more of the Army guys. But we might do some Lego stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You little guys have something in common then, huh?
Right.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
What kind of software you use, Keith, to do your thing?
I use Stop Motion Studio Pro.
Oh. Pro.
Yeah, like
None of this freeware stuff. We're going pro, man. We're going
Yeah.
pro.
so maybe I want to do like do you know how like sometimes animation you could do like all of the other stuff and you try to animate something?
Yes.
Maybe I would kind of want to be like kind of like an animator. Like,
Okay, well.
do, like all those kinds of different stuff.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That could be your side hustle. I
Yeah.
can't. Yeah.
I might build. Maybe next time we meet.
Yeah.
Can I? If I build something like out of Lego.
We could show them.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, absolutely.
Sounds great.
Awesome, guys. Well, we always end our episodes with truly wonderful. The mind of a child is, right?
I always say that.
You say that. Well, I say it too sometimes. But we love how Yoda. I mean, that's one of the things that I also like. I never know what this dude's gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I.
Right.
We got a Yoda back
Same
over here. We got a Yoda right over there.
Yeah, we do.
Right.
We have Yoda watching us. Yes. Yeah.
Well, you can move the eyeballs.
You can. Yes.
Barely, like.
Well, guys, it's definitely been a pleasure. And we also say this too. May the force be with you always. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, just stay for half a second, guys.
Sure.
Let me stop recording here.